Hi, my name is Gene Numerick and welcome to my YouTube channel. This channel was originally established to share some Bible studies, but I thought, you know what, it'd be a great fit to share the speeches that were given during this class. But first of all, I just want to share a little bit about who I am. Again, my name is Gene. I'm 54 years old and I was born and raised in Owasso, Michigan, but went to school in Morris, Michigan. When I was a child at 9 years old, I met my wife, Beth, this gorgeous lady here. And through the years, we kind of had dated on and off. In our senior year, we were talking marriage, and we were trying to figure out what we were going to do. And I decided to join the Air Force, as represented by this little guy here. And I actually went into the security police field. When I told my recruiter this, he says, well, you want to get married before you go in. So we got married in April of 1983, 2 months before we graduated high school. And it's been a great 36 years almost since then. In the process, we also had two great kids. This is my daughter Erin, and this is my son Rob. And they got married and gave us some grandkids. This is my grandson Parker, my grandson River, and my little princess granddaughter Macy. Macy's almost 3. Parker's almost 3, and River's almost 9. They, unfortunately, all live out of state. My sons and his family live in North Carolina, and my daughter and her family live in Missouri. So it gives us plenty of opportunities to travel, but we do not get to see our grandkids as much as we would like. Now, an important part of my life is my faith. Though I grew up in Sunday school, went to church as a child, I never really made a commitment to Christ until I was actually 36 years old, and I was born again at that time. And shortly after that, I entered the ministry and started preaching a little bit and teaching a lot of Bible studies, and just wanting to live my life for Christ as best as I can. Now, my relationship with Christ is the most important part of my life, other than my relationship with my family. My church is very important. It's a central part of our life, my wife and myself. I'm involved in the ministry there. She's involved in some ministry. I teach Bible studies, and she's primarily involved in the administrative side of things. But we are very faithful. We love our church. We attend every opportunity we get. For a career, now shortly after I got out of the Air Force, I went into the private security sector, and I currently work for Centera Security. There's my little badge there. And I've been doing that since 1993. And I realized, about 4 or 5 years ago, well, probably even sooner than that I needed to do something different. I was getting a little burned out. My health was, interfering a little bit with my job. So I had the opportunity through the VA. There's my little VA card. As a disabled veteran, to be able to they would pay for me to go to school. So I started out at Lansing Community College. I did a couple of years there, and then I transferred to Spring Arbor. There's my ID. And I love Spring Arbor. It's a great school. I love everything they stand for. Their focus on Christ and everything. So it's been a great time. I'm anxious to get through school. I've got about 1.5 years before I get my bachelor's degree, and I plan on going on probably for my master's with the goal of working as a social worker for the VA. I want to either work in a nursing home, a VA nursing home, or a VA hospital. That's my ultimate goal. And I believe that the education I'm receiving through Spring Arbor is going to be a great asset to do that. Some of my personal interests are I love to read. I'm currently reading this book here. It's called The Second Coming of the New Age. It's about the resurgence of the New Age movement in America and in the church. But I've read thousands of books through my life: fiction, westerns, action adventure, science fiction. But my all-time favorite is my Bible. I'm currently on my 34th time through, and I've read this one several times, and it's actually, as you can see, this one's falling apart. It's seen so much use. Another interest I have is, again, and this is related to my faith, but I just love to teach Bible studies, and this is the one I teach, my favorite to teach. It's called Search for Truth. It goes from Genesis to Revelation. And another area that I have a great interest in is veterans especially Desert Storm veterans. I just recently joined a group that we are going to meet regularly and do a lot of activities to promote help for homeless veterans, Desert Storm veterans, or any kind of veterans issues. That's very near and dear to my heart since I myself am a 9-year veteran of the United States Air Force. So that's just scratches the surface of my life, but I thought it was something I could share. Again, I shared some interest from my family, my faith, a little bit of my career plans, and some of my personal interests. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and God bless.